Learn English online at Best Training School.
Wow! Come on. Move it over. Say it, baby.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome, everybody. Today we are going to talk about gerund versus infinitive.
First of all, we'll give you a definition of both gerund and infinitive.
A gerund is a word ending in ing used like a noun.
To make a gerund, you've just to add ing to the verb.
The infinitive is the basic form of the verb preceded by to.
In more details,
A gerund in English is the verbal form ending in ing, conveying the meaning of the verb but used as a noun. Do not confuse it with the present participle. Even they are similar in the form, they are different in the use. While the present participle acts as a main verb to form continuous tenses, a gerund acts as a noun.
the infinitive is a basic form of the verb always preceded by to. We call it full infinitive. Sometimes we talk about bare infinitive when it appears without to.
It's often difficult to know when to use a gerund and when to use an infinitive. This is the matter of this video.
Let's make it clear by studying these rules.
Both gerunds and infinitives can be the subject of a sentence.
Speaking 5 languages well is ideal.
The person really speaks 5 languages. It's very exciting.
To speak 5 languages well will be ideal.
The person is studying at university to master 5 languages. It's a prediction. Therefore, gerunds, when used before the main verb as a subject, tend to sound like more concrete spoken English. Infinitives, when used before the main verb as a subject, tend to sound like theoretical spoken English.
Greeting is necessary to live. To greet is necessary to live.
The first sentence sounds more natural, more real than the second one, which sounds more hypothetical.
Traveling with you is very exciting. To travel with you is very exciting.
The first one is a real fact, because in general, we always travel together. But in the second one, I'm just talking about our next travel together.
Reading your novels is very enjoyable. To read your new novel is very enjoyable.
Reading your novels, it's a general fact. I like reading your novels. But to read your new novel, I'm projecting myself to an opportunity. They can also both be the object of a verb.
I don't like losing.
It means I always dislike losing in a general way.
I don't like to lose.
I'm going to have a competition and I want to win it. Both gerunds and infinitives can be used after a main verb as an object. Some verbs are always followed by gerunds, others by an infinitive, while certain verbs can be used with both.
We can supply you with a list if you require it in your comments. She admitted losing the accountant file. You're right. I must give up smoking. I promise. I often go jogging with my children.
These verbs are always used with the gerund to express a general fact. The verb go, when followed by sports or recreational activities, is usually followed by a gerund.
Finally, they agreed to give him another chance. She decided not to go to the party. Don't hesitate to call whenever you're in trouble.
These verbs are always used with an infinitive to show an intention or a purpose to do something now or later.
I hate being late. I'd hate to miss your show.
I hate being late is my behavior in general, but I'd hate to miss. I'm just talking about the Kanye show.
I regret informing you that half your answers were wrong. I regret to inform you that half your answers are wrong.
Using a gerund here to show a regret. I wish I hadn't told you that. But using the infinitive also show a regret about something I'm going to tell you about. But only gerunds follow prepositions.
I can't leave a painting without finishing it.
Without is a preposition, and finishing is a gerund acting as a noun. Prepositions are always followed by a noun. And because gerund acts as a noun, therefore, only gerunds can be used after a preposition and never an infinitive.
I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Please, let's have a drink before leaving. Jane suggested a night out instead of watching TV at home.
To look forward to, before, and instead of are all prepositions. We can also use a noun instead of the gerund,
Let's chat a bit before recording the video.
or
Let's chat a bit before the recording of the video. The basic difference between gerunds and infinitives consists in the following clarification.
using a gerund suggests that you are referring to real activities or experiences. But using an infinitive suggests that you are talking about probable or possible activities or experiences. So, let's say that you eat sweet cakes every day at breakfast. This refers to a real action you are doing. Then you could say,
I like eating sweet cakes.
on the other hand, I suppose that you are on a diet and you don't usually eat sweet cakes. Then you're talking about a probable action. You could say,
I would like to eat sweet cakes. Gerunds and infinitives may be confusing, but they make your English speech more varied and colorful. It is very useful to study them and practice using them correctly. The more you notice gerunds and infinitives in your study of the English language, the easier it will get. Happy studying!
Happy studying!